Hey guys, this is Real Talk with Kelsey and Rachel. I'm here with Oscar De La Hoya. Actually, no, I'm here with Rachel McCarson. I'm supposed to be here with Oscar De La Hoya, but Oscar canceled on us, Rachel. What do we do? Why, Oscar? Why?
Well, we just accept that these things happen during fight week and we have no control over them.
Oscar's a busy guy. Not only is he a busy guy as a boxing promoter, but he is a celebrity.
Right.
So I'm always fascinated by Oscar because every time I've been to a lot of events where Oscar is present, talked to Oscar a couple times. I've tried to talk to Oscar more than a couple times, but he's always seems aloof, if you will, and busy. And for example, the first time I ever was around Oscar De La Hoya was the when he fought Floyd Mayweather, and I noticed that Oscar was dutiful in his response to the fans, but that's kind of all it seemed like. You know what I mean? Like I don't. The story I make up is that Oscar maybe is not an extrovert.
Yeah.
And so he would go around and kind of like shake hands and kiss babies and stuff, but it was more like a politician does.
And that makes sense to me because we went to as media went to an event and you did interview Oscar at the event.
Yeah,
And he was real busy going around doing a bunch of stuff. It might
schmoozing.
have been Canelo Kirkland.
It was.
Um, and I remember looking at seeing Oscar, and in between shots, pictures, video, he looked so tired, like
Yeah,
so incredibly
like
tired.
distant and
And
tired,
like
maybe a little sad.
where I was almost like, wow, like he's really giving a lot to promote this right now because he is clearly like super tired. And so, yeah, I wondered if maybe he's an introvert. Maybe he needs to have some time off. And so events like this aren't his, like, he's not getting a lot of energy from them.
Yeah, and because he's a celebrity, like if Bob Arum was like that, and I don't think Bob Arum is like that. I think he's an extrovert. We're making all this up. We're not. I'm not a psychologist, but he's also a celebrity. So, and more so than Bob Arum. Bob Arum's a celebrity too, but not in the way Oscar De La Hoya is. When I was growing up in the '90s, Oscar De La Hoya was Floyd Mayweather or Manny Pacquiao, right? He was the face of boxing. He was incredibly popular with both the hardcore boxing audience and the mainstream sports audience. Knew who Oscar De La Hoya was. They know who he is. And so, like for his company, he kind of has to be the face of it because he
Yeah,
is
yeah.
the face of it. He founded it. He's the person in charge. But in a way, he's also like slash show pony, right? You got to bring Oscar out because when I went to the weigh-in yesterday, or not the weigh-in, I'm sorry, when I went to the media workout, man, that place buzzed up when Oscar De La Hoya got there. Even the little kids all wanted to, where's Oscar De La Hoya? Where's Oscar De La Hoya? And then he got there and immediately a media scrum ensues. So I don't know. I'm disappointed. Couldn't talk to him. No Oscar. What's up, Oscar? I did. Here's another thing I like about Oscar De La Hoya. So I've talked to him a couple times. One of them was for Boxing Channel. One of them was for Bleacher Report. And I called the whatever, and they connected me. And he's like, Kelsey! You know what I mean? Like he practices because he doesn't know who I am, right? I mean, I don't think he does. And so he practices like, who am I talking to today? Kelsey! And like, I love when people do that because it shows that they're putting a little time and effort and excellence in their work.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people do that. Not a lot. It's not a common thing. It's common among people who are excellent. And I was thinking really that maybe Oscar doesn't get credit for being as good a promoter he is, right? Like, if you think about, like I think about Evander Holy, I think about all these promoters or former fighters that tried to be promoters that quickly failed at it. And Oscar's been doing this for a really long time now, and it's kind of impressive, right? And
Yeah, yeah.
he's accomplished a lot and maintained relevancy in a way that like Don King, he's a promoter, he's not relevant. Main events has come and gone and come and gone, and Oscar's always somehow maintained relevancy, even through tumultuous times with HBO's demise or them not being in the sport anymore. Or, I mean, remember when Al Heyman, he used to promote all those Al Heyman fighters, and then Oscar, I think, was in rehab or something like that. And then they all, like, tried to steal the company from him and stuff. That's a big thing to get through. And so I guess the best I can say about Oscar De La Hoya is that Oscar De La Hoya is a fighter, right? He fought for that, and he still And man, having Canelo Alvarez, probably the biggest star, sans Mayweather and Pacquiao, in the sport, that's commendable, I think.
Yeah, yeah,
And at least noteworthy and interesting.
yeah. And we're grateful. We got credentialed for the fight Saturday night, so we'll be able to go watch
Jaime
Jaime
Munguia.
Munguia.
I know how to say his name now.
Okay, I said Munguia the other day, I think.
It's Jaime Munguia. And yeah,
We get to go enjoy that fight.
Are you excited
In
about
Houston?
seeing him fight? I mean, he's only 20. Did you know he's only 22 years old?
Pretty young.
He's pretty
Still
young.
growing.
And like he gets a lot of torque on his punches, and he's got a lot of power, and he just knocks people out. And here's the funniest thing about, we haven't talked about this, but you do probably remember it, is that the first time I ever heard of Jaime Munguia was when he was supposed to be the fill-in opponent for the Canelo Alvarez in the rematch with Gunny Golovkin. And the Nevada Athletic Commission came and said, no, this wouldn't be competitive.
He's too green.
He's too green, blah, blah, blah. And then, so instead, he gets the title shot at junior middleweight against Sam Ali and just wrecks Ali in, 4 rounds. Since then, has defended the belt already twice. He's already fighting again. It's only January. He fought 5 times last year. All of a sudden, this he's a big star, right? He's a rising star. And in hindsight, yeah, Munguia would have been a lot better opponent than Monis Martirosyan, right?
Right.
So wow.
Seems that way, yeah. Although we talked about this like many, many videos ago, how I'm glad that he didn't get that fight because it's also likely he would have lost it and his career would have started out differently and he might not even be on the radar right now.
Yeah, even if he had a good showing, he's probably going to lose, even if it had gone to the distance, and maybe it would have. But he's also would have been taking a lot of hard punches against a bigger guy who, I mean, Jaime was, maybe he was 21 last year? Is that how years work? Whatever age he was at the time, like, that's just a little too much too soon. So I'm glad he didn't get it too. And I'm glad for Golden Point Promotions. They got Jaime Munguia. They're bringing him along. They got Canelo Alvarez. They got Ryan Garcia. He's got a pretty good little stable over there of all real good fighters, but also guys that can be stars. And that's, I don't know, I'm impressed. So I'm impressed about many things, that Oscar De La Hoya does.
While also being a little bit disappointed.
But hey, I understand, Oscar. That he probably has a little fear about it because he's like, isn't that the guy that went 4 rounds with Jermell Charlo? He doesn't want, in case I offer him that smoke or whatever. I'm just kidding. Don't beat me up. Oscar could whoop me. You see, when I stand next to Oscar, because Oscar was a career. He came in a lightweight, welterweight, pretty much, and I'm like, gosh, he's pretty big.
Yeah.
So if you ever watched fighters on TV, I weigh I weigh like 280 pounds. So if you ever watch on TV and you think, no, these guys are different. They have different bodies, and the only person that can even like think about doing something like that is me. What? I'm just kidding. I don't know. We'll probably just cut all that out.
Yeah. But we won't cut this out. We want you to like, comment, and subscribe.
Oscar De La Hoya is not here, but if we were with him, he would tell you to like, comment, and subscribe. I know that for a fact. So if you love Oscar De La Hoya or you love boxing and Oscar De La Hoya is a boxer, like, comment, and subscribe. Or if you hate Oscar De La Hoya, like, comment, and subscribe, because how else will we know that you hate him? Yeah. And I think that you would show, like, hey, you might not like Real Talk with Kelsey and Rachel, Oscar De La Hoya, but we do, and we do by like, commenting, and subscribing. Or the opposite, whatever works. Whatever gets you to like, comment, and subscribe, just do it. Also, look, I got all dressed up today. This is my boxing channel outfit. Yeah. Remember boxing channel?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just put my aftershave on. I was like, I'm even going to smell good for Oscar. And then they told me, and I was like, oh, okay.
That's him reading an email.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
I don't know if that's a national sign for
reading an
email, but that's what it is.
I felt like a single, I was like, why is my eye wet? Like a single tear,
All right.